town and interrogate me.
Why don't I just take you down to a hotel room and get this over with? Have you been a bad girl?
Well, withholding information. Obviously, I have information you think you're going to get without keeping your end of the deal.
Well, wait, whoa. I didn't even know that we exactly had a deal, per se. I'll tell you what. Why don't you sit down? I'll buy you a little chili. We'll discuss the whole thing.
Do you have something for me or not?
I got something for you in my pocket.
No games. I offered to discuss my source with you in return for information for my sequel.
I gave you some.
And you gave me one story. That's one chapter. I have an entire book to write. Now, you said you were going to download files from your Chicago computer about Miguel's son. Instead, you are stringing me along. Now, I have a deadline, and there's lots of other ways I can get information.
There's lots of other ways, huh?
Yeah, so why don't we just call it a day? Swell. Bye.
Fine. Who's playing games now, Blake? Why don't we just sit down and just try a little honesty with each other, okay?
Ooh, there's a novel idea.
And to be honest with you, this little tango that we're doing, it's a little much for me as well. So it's very simple. You have information that I want. I have information that you want. Let's just switch.
I'm ready when you are.
By all means, right after you.
Oh, no. You go.
Oh, please, no. Ladies first.
No, see, no. This is where when you get what you want, you will feed me the standard line and then pretend ignorance.
Well, you see, now I take offense to that. I've already given you a story about the Santos kid.
You gave me one story. That is one chapter. And in it, I have a whole book. I need more.
Well, when you give me the source, I will give you a plethora of stories, okay?
Now, this is the standard kidnapper's game, Agent. Neither one of us is going to give up anything until we get certain guarantees.
Well, what's your guarantee?
Someone trusted me. They gave me inside information on the Santos family. In return, I promised never to reveal their name. Now, how do I know you're not going to abuse that trust? You're going to stage some big search, and you're going to interrogate every person who ever knew him.
Her.
Him or her?
No, it's a her. I know it's a her. Hardly let it out of the bag, all right? So let's just get down to business. You know that I know that you know I know it's a her, so who is it?
Well, you first. Obviously, you have the upper hand, Agent. So it's my turn. Besides, what I have for you is one very big thing. You, on the other hand, have many, 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 many stories.
I might.
You better.
I do.
Well, then let's hear one. Come on. Well, that was very interesting. Got another one?
I'm just thinking which one I would care to tell you.
Or maybe you're bluffing.
Maybe I'm bluffing. Maybe you're right. Maybe I don't know anything. Like, say, the time the kid ended up at Miguel and Carmen's villa. But you wouldn't need to know that, would you?
Oh. Start at the beginning. Speak very slowly. And you will be recorded.
And then I get what I want.
In spades. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
What? What?
How do I know you're on the level? How do I know you're not making this up just to get what you want?
Then I will give you my contact. You can call him yourself, okay? Go ahead.
Nick the lip?
Sure. That's right.
Well, why don't you just give me Bernie the brainless or Andy the amputee?
That's his name. That's the guy's name. That's the person who gave me the information, all right? You don't believe me? Here, take my cell phone. Call him right now if you want to dial it up.
Okay, do you think I was born to a couple fairies in the land of stupid?
What the hell does that mean?
I want a contact. I want a real name.
That is a real name. That is a real name. That was Miguel Santos' right-hand man, his trusted aide.
And you knew him?
I knew him from prison.
From prison?
Yeah. He was doing 10 to 20 on a racketeering charge and got off for some favors.
Oh, so Nick is a snitch?
As long as it doesn't affect his... Can we just please get down to business? You know, I do have a job. I've got work to do. Please.
Speak slowly and clearly. Mumbling won't get you what you want.
Please, can we just start? Please.
Whenever you're ready.
this goes back a while. Nick said this scruffy kid was around 11 or 12 when this all went down.
So Miguel Jr. was almost a teenager?
No, he was 11 or 12 when this all went down. Anyway. Miguel and the kid's mom were having a fight in their apartment. And the kid's mom was pressuring Miguel to leave Carmen and to commit to her. Mm-hmm. So Miguel stormed out, and the mother left as well. And the kid got worried that his mom was going to go and confront Carmen and tell her everything.
And Nick knew this from...
From the kid, obviously, from the kid.
When?
I don't know when. Nick was assigned to this kid and the mom for years. I don't know.
So he was their personal bodyguard?
Does it matter? Do you care about the story?
Yes, I'm trying to get the facts straight.
So let me
here.
just... Fine. Anyway, at this point, the kid thinks that he's tracking his mom. So he goes to the Santos Villa in Chicago, and he can't get in. It's locked down. It's all bolted up. So he goes around the back, and he breaks in through a window, and he finds himself in his half-brother's room.
Danny or Mix?
Danny. And what the kid sees blows his mind. Place is like a palace. This kid Danny's got everything. He's got every toy and every game imaginable, everything.
Wow. So Miguel took care of his mistress and her son, but the real money went to the family.
Yeah, Nick once said that he heard the kid make a crack that he thought he was born to the wrong mom.
Oh, that's so sad. I mean, this kid, he was denied everything, you know. That's all he ever wanted was he was just starved for his father's attention. And then he meets these brothers who have it all, right? They have the father, they have the love, and the big house and the toys.
Yeah, well, this kid used to act like a little tough guy, you know, but Nick could see that it really affected him.
Well, of course it affected him. I just imagine what he was thinking.
Well, it's not for me to imagine, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I can. I mean, my parents weren't around. My mother was terribly unstable. My father, everybody thought was a devil incarnate. I would have killed for a minute of his undivided attention, which I never got. Or at least it just didn't seem like it did. Boy, this is a much better story than I thought.
Yeah?
I have to have this story. I mean, this story has to be mine to tell.
Well, as long as you reciprocate, it's yours.